Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. Sunny days are here again, and we have a quilt to celebrate. This one is super simple with the block coming from BlockBase Plus and a basic layout in Electric Quilt 8. Once you've opened BlockBase Plus, scroll down and select the category 08 4 patch. Scroll down and select the subcategory 22, which is 4 patch with curves. The block I decided I wanted to play with is the block that looks like a sun. It is block 1489 and the name is Pride of the Prairie. Before going to Electric Quilt, make sure to make a note of the block number or name so we can access it in EQ. In Electric Quilt, I'm going to search for block patterns, and under block libraries, I'm going to do a search by note card and type in the BlockBase number, which is 1489, and select search. And I will select the block, and I will add to Project Sketchbook and close. Let's create a quilt with that block. So let's select the quilt work table and do a new quilt. Select the style On Point. Go to the Layout tab and change the number of blocks to 2 by 2 and change the size of the blocks to 6 inches. Then select the Border tab, and for the first border, let's make it a 1-inch long horizontal. Select Clone the selected border. Click on Add 2 times to create 2 additional 1-inch borders. And then turn off the clone and do an add. Change the size to 0.375 and select the style mitered. This will be the binding. If you can't change it to 0.375, under Work Table Options, select Snap Settings and change your nudge settings to 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to allow you to type in 0.375. Select the Design tab and select Set Block, and select the Sun block and select the Control or Command key on your keyboard. Select the first On Point square block in the quilt. Now for an alternate block, I decided to use the default 4X block, and so with the Control or Command key, I will select one of the other spaces. Select Fabric Tools. Use the Control or Command key with the paintbrush to recolor all similar blocks the same. Using the eyedropper, locate the white from the BlockBase block, and you recolor the blue and yellow patches. Locate a light blue and recolor the other 2 corners of the quarter square triangle, and also recolor the background in the BlockBase block. This would be the upper right quadrant and the lower left quadrant. Use the eyedropper to identify colors from the center and recolor the borders as well. Select Add to Project Sketchbook. Since I didn't name it, I'll select OK, go to My EQ8 Projects, and type in Sunny Days, and select Save. Then I will exchange each of the colors with fabrics. Select Fabric Tools, followed by Randomize. Click on Map to Fabrics, and click on any place in the quilt. To adjust any of the fabric choices, select Swap Color, go to Fabrics and select a new fabric and click on one of the patches for the color that you would like to change. Select Hide Show Quilt patch lines to see what the quilt will look like without the lines, and select Add to Project Sketchbook. To make the block, I would like to cut out the patches on my electronic cutting system. And so I'm going to go back to BlockBase. Select the block in BlockBase and select Export, and then select the style as SVG file. Since I set the size at 6 inches in EQ, I'm going to select Custom Block Size and type in 6 for the width and height. And I'm going to select Export Block Templates. I want the seam allowance to be 1/4 inch. And rather than doing just one template for each size, I'm going to export all templates. So for every patch in the block, there will be a template. And then select Export. The Save As type is SVG, and it uses the Brackman number as the file name. So all you need to do is select Save. Thanks so much for watching. I have also created a bonus video for those of you that use Cricut Design Space. I will share with you how to work with the SVG from BlockBase. Cricut Design Space recently did some upgrades, and as a result, there are a few additional steps to make sure that you have accurately sized templates before cutting.